It seemed like in the first half, especially, you were really bent on just not having any bad plays, throwaways, checkdowns, stuff like that. Am I reading that right? And is that all part of what you learned leading up to the bye and what you've taken, since then?
Yeah, I mean that's every play, every game. Trying to be smart and decisive with the ball and just find those completions out there. But I think that's every play. I'm trying to do that.
What's it mean to get into the playoffs? I'm sure this has been the expectation all along, but now that you've finally gotten there, what's the mood like?
No, it's big time. That's something that obviously the goal is Super Bowl. So that's the first step right there is making the playoffs. Obviously, this was a big time game to clinch that spot, and proud of the way we came out here and handled business. And yeah, so it's big time.
Games in a row. Do you like the way the offense is trending with these last couple games coming up and then the playoffs beyond that?
Definitely. I think anytime you can put up that many points is a good way to go out on offense. But I still think there's a lot more points out there for us, a lot more big time plays, and still just some stuff that we're not hitting on. But I think there's a lot more out there, like I said.
Hey, Jordan, what impresses you most about your running back group? You have Josh, obviously, but you have Emmanuel out there delivering big hits and Josh stiff-arming guys. What do you like about that group?
No, it's a good group all around. I think everyone had a touchdown in that group tonight. So I think that's always fun whenever all those guys can get touchdowns and get those opportunities, get some touches. But obviously, I mean, Josh is the main guy in that group. And then to have Emmanuel and Chris be able to come in and they had some big-time runs tonight, too, breaking tackles and just those second-effort plays, which goes unnoticed. But, yeah, I mean, it's a really good group that we're going to need to lean on.
Does Josh still wow you a little bit, like going that stiff arm and breaking some tackles and finishing some of the runs? You guys still kind of look at each other and go,
oh, yeah. No, I mean, that run you talked about with the stiff arm was pretty unbelievable. I was just watching from the back and, just like you said, he wows me every time he's on the field and the plays he makes and just be able to break tackles, make guys miss. And, he might turn a kind of a broken play into a big-time play like that. And I thought he was going to score on that play. I think he was mad at himself that he didn't. But, no, that was a great play by him.
Speaking of that play, what's the vibe like in the huddle when you see something like that? Like he was telling us on Thursday that sometimes early in the game he likes just to run into defenders just to kind of get guys jazzed up.
He does what? Sorry?
He runs into guys on purpose early in the game rather than trying to juke them or avoid them. He tries just to plow through them just to kind of get the motors going.
Yeah, no, he definitely is the workhorse for us, and he definitely brings that juice with the way he runs the ball. So I think he can keep doing that. I'm excited about that. But yeah, I mean, like I said before, he can do it all. He can make guys miss, run guys over, stiff arm guys. So I haven't seen anything he can't do yet.
Lately, what kind of confidence does that give y'all just heading into the postseason with this defense and the way it's producing right now?
A lot of confidence. I think we've noticed all along that the defense is a lot different this year, and they've been making some big time plays all year long. But anytime you can hold somebody 0 points is in the National Football League is pretty awesome. So like offense, I mean, I think they're trending in the right direction and making a lot of big time plays, and we're going to need a lot more of that next week.
How would you describe how your offensive line is playing right now?
They're playing good. I mean, anytime you can run the ball the way we're running the ball, it obviously is a testament to the O-line. And then in the past game, another game, no sacks. So they're playing really well as a unit, and they're going out there and handling business. There's a lot that's put on their plate with protections and different things that we do. So. And they're doing a great job. So we're going to need to keep leaning on them, obviously, like I said, with the run game. But pass game, they've been great.
On the fourth down play to Kraft, you got a pretty big play out of it. I'm sure you saw in the pictures afterwards that 9 was streaking down. Is it okay just get the ball out, make the play, get the first down? Are you okay with that? Do you need to see that the throw to 9 there?
No, yeah, it's one of those ones that I missed him. I came out and I felt the corner grabbing Tucker, and my eyes went to Christian. And right when my eyes went over there, I felt the corner just take off running, and I couldn't really tell where the safety was, if there was anybody over the top behind him. So yeah, I didn't really get a good look at it, but it's definitely one that I missed. Definitely would have wished to be able to just lob a pass over the top and Christian score a touchdown. Happy with the first down on fourth down right there, but there's a much bigger play out there that we missed, so I'm disappointed in that one.
Hey Jordan, when you saw Malik throw that pass to Jaden, I know you were pretty happy about it on the sideline. How has he impressed you this season in terms of just coming in and doing his job and doing it well?
Yeah, Malik's been awesome. Obviously, I mean, the games he started came in and played phenomenal. So we all know what Malik's about. We know what he's going to do when he gets in the game. And like you said, I mean, to come in, I've been there. When you come in cold and haven't played, haven't really warmed up all game, and be able to drop a dime right there, I believe that was fourth down too, to Jay Reed. That was a great play. So, but we all know what Malik's about. Whenever he gets his opportunities, he goes out there and makes the most of them. So no surprise there.
Jordan, how big do you view this game coming up against Minnesota?
A very big game, division game, and then obviously we lost to them early in the season. So, one of these games that we got to get back. We got to go win this game, and we've talked about it earlier. We got to be able to beat these good teams. So the Vikings are a very good team, and we got to be able to go into their place and handle business. But it starts with the work we put in throughout the week and get the good game plan going. But yeah, we definitely owe these guys, and we'll be motivated to go play them.
How does the work week go this week? Do you come in tomorrow and start looking at Vikings film?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What's the difficulty of preparing for that? They just have been blitzing like crazy, doing those heavy fronts and dropping. And how hard is that to prepare for? How much does the first game help you out with that?
Yeah, no, I mean, like you said, they definitely do a lot on defense. So it is it's one of those games that you got to try and watch as much film as possible, see all the different looks, and just be prepared for whatever they might throw at us. But like you said, the first game we played them, we'll go back, watch that, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of stuff to learn from and kind of get a beat on them. But they're a good defense. They do a good job at disguising coverages, blitzing, and just bringing pressure. So and obviously generating a lot of turnovers. So it's a good test for us.
Hey Jordan, Matt said to Lisa Salters at halftime that he challenged you guys to play 4 quarters of great football in all 3 phases. Do you think you guys did that tonight? And even though the Saints are struggling, what does that mean moving forward?
Yeah, no, I think collectively as a whole, I do think we played a complete 4-quarter game. I definitely think there's still so much more out there. I think especially on offense, second half, I do think we didn't take advantage of some of the opportunities we had, and I think we'll look at film and there will be a lot of stuff to clean up. But I think just playing off each other, the defense, obviously, having that shutout and getting us the ball back multiple times helped out. But yeah, I think we played a 4-quarter game, but I still think there's a lot out there for us.
So how do you get that stuff that's still out there? What's the key to taking that next step?
Yeah, I mean, just like I've said before, is being consistent. I think there's I don't think we're far off. I think we're right there. I think it might just be a missed throw here, not being able to hold up protection long enough. I just think it's little things that, when we start being more consistent and dialing in on these things that, the sky's the limit for the offense. But we're definitely not far off. It's just little things that we can clean up. And I'm sure I'll be disappointed to be able to look at film and see those little things that could have been even a bigger score on offense here for this game.
Good. Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you, guys.
Game for 4 quarters. I thought for the most part, we did what we needed to do. Obviously, it's hard to shut out an opponent in this league, and from what I was told, it was the first one this season. So I was really proud of our defense, and it was big of Zane Anderson, a guy like him, to step in his first start. He gets a pick, and really on short notice with having going down. I think it was on Saturday's practice. So. Really cool to be able to give Mark Murphy a game ball on his night. Just got a lot of respect for Mark and how he leads this organization and how he treats people. I think he does it the right way. He's first class all the way, and obviously I'm forever grateful to him for giving me this opportunity to stand in front of you all. So, but it wasn't a perfect game, but it never is. So that's always fun for us as coaches, to be able to get after these guys a little bit and on the things that we can clean up. And we got a big test next week to go on the road on a short week with the holiday. Is never easy, especially going into Minnesota. That's one of the tougher places to play against a team that's playing as good as anybody in the National Football League. So we got to flip the script here really quickly and get on to the Vikings.
How much can you get on them with the short turnaround? I mean, do you spend a lot of time on this game, or are you fast-forwarding right away to Minnesota?
You move pretty quickly. And our guys, over the last 2 days, our assistant coaches have definitely been getting ahead just in that downtime, basically after our walkthrough yesterday. And then you have all day today to study the tape just so that you can kind of hit the ground running tomorrow morning.
You guys have bigger goals, but making the playoffs is never easy, and you've done it again. Do you think this team, I know you got some weeks left to go before you get there, but is this team trending in the right direction at the right time?
Yeah, I would say so. And what's really cool is you're getting contributions from a lot of different people. So I think that is usually the mark of a good team. You got to stay healthy and continue to build on what you've done. And but I love the energy of our group. Our guys show up ready to work, willing to work every day, and we got to continue to push one another to be at our best, because this is the time when you need to be playing your best ball.
First half especially, Love was really conscious of taking care of the ball, checkdowns, threw the ball away a few times. What's that tell you about him? What do you think of that?
Yeah, he did a great job. I think I think it was on our second drive. It was like a 20-play drive or something like that. On one of the plays in particular, we didn't block anybody up front, and just his ability to get and hit a check down, I think, is just things that it keeps you on schedule, and that gives you a chance to just stay ahead of the sticks. And it's simple. It's little plays like that that make a big difference, and I think he's playing it at an elite level right now.
The Saints are so banged up. I think it might have been tempting to kind of not overlook them, but just to not come out sharp. What does it say for this team that you were able to come out the way y'all did?
Yeah, I mean, we did what we needed to do, and certainly they were definitely shorthanded on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, when you don't have a lot of your star players available, that makes it difficult. But I think if you look at how they've been playing defensively, especially over the last 5 weeks, that's a stingy group, and they're tough to go against. So I thought we came out of the gates the way we needed to, and we weren't getting a ton of explosive plays. They make you earn it. They can challenge you. I thought they did a good job of playing off of some tendencies they may have had on tape. Joe Woods, I got a lot of respect for him. I think he's one of the better coaches in this league, and he was keeping us off balance quite a bit.
You've scored 30 in a row, 5 games, or you've scored 35 games in a row now. What do you like about what you're doing on offense, and what's that next step that you got to take, you think?
Score every time you possess the ball, score touchdowns. So, I mean, there was a lot of good things. There was certainly some things that were frustrating in the second half. Obviously, I didn't love how we, that pseudo 2-minute drive at the end of the first half. Didn't capitalize on that, and had a 3-and-out and had a punt. And then there were a couple missed stops, I think, in the second half. I thought they did a good job of getting to Jordan when we decided to throw the ball. and like I said, they played a little bit more man coverage in the second half. It made it a little bit more difficult just to get a lot, explosive plays. But ultimately, it just was one of those where you felt pretty comfortable with the lead and you weren't going to get too crazy and just kind of, we did what we had to do running the football.
Did you feel pretty good about getting the big lead? You were able to get Jacobs out of there pretty early, and is he okay? It looked like he hurt his arm or his.
Yeah, I think he wanted to go back in, but there was no need for it. And I actually told him at halftime, I was like, hey, we'll give you another series in the second half, but I want to get you out. Just being a short week, and get him ready to roll for Minnesota. There's some concern there, certainly. We're going to get some more testing done tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have an answer for you tomorrow.
Does Josh wow you? I know you're in the play sheet, but like this stiff arm run and
Yeah, all the time. I mean, there's a lot of plays that are blocked for minimal gains, and he just somehow keeps on going. And he's obviously got great contact balance and can make you miss and can run through a lot of tackles, and he's always finishing forward. And he does it not only in the run game, but he's been a big weapon for us in the passing game as well.
You can feel it in some laps that we can't, like when he stiffs arm Matthew there, what's that like living in the moment and kind of the vibe of the players when that happens?
Everybody gets excited. Obviously, I got to call a play, so I can't get too excited. You just kind of like go on to the next play. I think you get a chance, at least I do, when I go watch the tape, and I definitely have more of an appreciation for it.
You think has Wyatt added a little something to the rush the last couple of weeks, and what do you think he could do for you from?
Yeah, he's done a nice job, and that's obviously going to be critical moving forward. Anytime that you can get pass rush with your front four and allows you to play coverage, it makes it extremely difficult on the offense. So hopefully we can continue to build upon that. I think our D-line has gotten better as the season's progressed, as have many positions.
What kept Jair out tonight?
Just didn't feel like he's quite there yet.
Good. Thank you.
You got anything?
How much concern do you have about Evan Williams?
A little under the weather there, Jason?
Barely can talk all of a sudden.
There's concern. I would think that he's going to be out a period of time, but nothing like long term. It's just one of those deals, and it's unfortunate. I think it happened on the first play in practice, and just pulled up, and I know he's bummed because it's the second time it's happened to him. So, but he'll persevere, and we'll hopefully get him back, hopefully in time for the playoffs.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night.